back to our channel, and if you're new here today, I'm Becca.
And I'm Soph.
And together we are Becca and Soph. We've worked on it since last time, we've been trying. So today's video is all about law versus accounting.
It is indeed.
So you're going to learn all about both of the professions very quickly, hopefully. That's the plan with this video.
Yeah.
Try and make it short and sweet. So the first thing that we wanted to talk to you about was education.
Yes, so what do you have to do to kind of get into the profession?
Exactly, yeah. So
for me, in terms of the legal profession, at the moment, if you've done your law degree, you can do what's called an LPC and then a 2-year training contract. But in September, it all changes.
Ooh.
There's now something called the SQE, which replaces the LPC, so it's just different exams really.
So is this instead of like actually replaces it, or can you still do both?
You can do both. I think there's a change of a period of like 9 years or something crazy.
Okay, fair. Yeah.
So in that respect, you, instead of doing a law degree, you can do any degree, which is pretty cool because you can study something else first. Then you do the SQE and you have to have 2 years qualifying work experience, and then you are a solicitor.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
But it's different for a barrister.
It is. And we'll come on to what a barrister is later.
Perfect. And then for accounting, you don't actually even have to go to uni to do accounting. So you can do like an apprenticeship, like I think they call it like Bright Starts or something like that, where basically it just takes you a little longer to do your accounting exams, like 4 or 5 years compared to the 3 years. But you don't have to go to uni and get all the debt, so that's really good.
Perks.
Yeah, but you can go to uni. So I went to uni and I studied accounting and finance, but again, you don't actually need to. A lot of my friends studied like history and things like that, and they've done accounting, so you don't have to. But obviously it helps a little bit in the first few weeks. I think the only requirement really is a maths A-level, usually for accounting. Like a lot of the firms,
surely.
Definitely, yeah. But it's not all maths based. But yeah, maths is involved, yeah. So I guess that's the education bit sorted. And then obviously to become an accountant and a lawyer, you do have to get some education. So like Soph said, the 2 years.
Yeah.
And then with accounting, you do like 3 years of exams or 1 year of exams and then 2 years work experience, so similar.
So for our respective professions, there are different types within that. So in terms of the legal profession, you can either be what's called a solicitor or a barrister. So when you think of law, you probably think of going into court, the people with the
like suits.
The wigs. Yeah. So they are barristers. They represent clients in court. They do what's called the advocacy, so the public speaking, kind of presenting to the jury and the judge, whereas solicitors, which is what I would like to be, we do the preliminary work, we work in the office, we originally meet the client, kind of take their details and try and work on it in the background, and it's only when it gets to court day that we pass it over.
So what's the main difference between like a solicitor and a barrister?
Well, as a solicitor, you are employed by the law firm, so you're just a normal employee, you get your salary and perhaps a bonus. Whereas as a barrister, you're actually self-employed, so you take care of all of your own finances.
Very exciting.
Yes.
And then with accounting, there's loads of different types. I wish it was as simple as just 2. There's lots. So within audit, which is what I do, there's 2 main types, internal and external. So external is, I guess what people know usually. So like that's like an accounting firm, like one of the big 4, for example, where you go into a different company and you like check all of their accounts and like the way that they're doing everything, and then produce like an audit report at the end, which goes in their financial statements, like the annual report. Or there's internal audit, where you like check all of the internal controls within the company. So you're working for the company, not like for an accounting firm.
Interesting.
And there's loads of other types as well, like there's management accounting, I guess like consulting, financial advisory could all be classed as like accounting. But yeah, lots of different types, but they're like the main ones.
It sounds like loads comes within the remit of accounting.
Yeah, definitely. And I guess like finance generally within a company could be classed as accounting.
Yeah,
like there's a lot.
There's so much.
So yeah, we wanted to talk a bit about the types of firms as well, because I guess that would give a better picture.
Yeah, so this is actually quite similar. Perhaps the use of language is different, but that's about it. So within the legal profession, we tend to have regional, national and international law firms. So regional will just be one office in the city, perhaps a high street firm. National is the type of law firm that I work for. So for example, we have 13 or 14 offices around the UK, which is a bit better because you can build your network and kind of travel between offices. And then international, as the name indicates, they've got offices abroad.
The big ones. So what are the big ones? Is it Magic Circle?
Magic Circle. So there's 5 top law firms. They are all based in London, and they all have, I think, international presence as well. So what about you?
Well, the equivalent to Magic Circle are called the Big Four in accounting. I'll go the opposite way.
Nice.
So to start with the biggest ones, they're called the Big Four. So you've got EY, KPMG, Deloitte and PwC within that. And I work for one of those, and they have offices all over the UK and also all over the world as well. And then you've also got other big firms like BDO and Grant Thornton, and they're like, they like to call the Big Six. I've got friends at those as well. Just very similar, to be honest. So you've got like all the massive firms, and then you've got like the medium-sized firms. So the ones, I guess, like your national ones, they've got multiple offices over the UK and stuff, but not like the big ones that everyone's heard of. And then you've also got like your smaller local high street ones as well, where it's usually just like one office, maybe 2. But yeah, pretty similar, to be honest. Lots of different types, and obviously there's benefits and drawbacks to all of them.
Well, I was going to speak about one of the benefits, which is money, because it really relates to the size of the company or the firm. So I don't know if you have any figures, but go on, take it away.
Regional offices, so that would be like Nottingham, for example. Both for law and accounting, I think it's pretty similar when you start out, around like 20 to 25.
Yes, that sounds about right.
A year, around that, as like a graduate this is. I'm not too sure about like an apprenticeship or anything.
No, me neither.
Yeah, as a graduate, I think between 20 and 25. And then if you're going for London, it will probably be between 25 and 30. It's like a starting out. But obviously the cost of living's a lot higher there.
Exactly.
A lot higher.
But for both professions, you do tend to get paid really well. And obviously, the more loyal you are to the company, the longer you stay there for, your pay will increase. Yeah,
and you get bonuses as well.
You
usually
do.
Too. Maybe not when you're like at lower levels like us, but like the higher you get, obviously the bigger bonus you get. And then in terms of money, it also goes up exponentially too. So
it does.
As you get more and more qualified, obviously it goes up more and more, and then when you become qualified, it like has a massive jump, and big jump from there each time. Well, hopefully that's what I've been told.
We hope so. So yeah, that's definitely one of the big perks, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's why a lot of people go into it as well. You know, it's a very stable career to start with, both of them. And you've always got that qualification to fall
has
back
really
on.
Clear career progression as well, doesn't it?
Absolutely, so for example, like within the Big Four, you start as like an associate, and then like a senior associate, assistant manager, senior manager. Like there's literally a ladder.
Steps,
whereas like maybe in a smaller firm, the lines would be blurred a bit more. And then in terms of what we love most about our professions,
so I would say how interesting the different cases are, and how widespread law can be. So you can have corporate and commercial law, real estate, tax, banking, employment, family, criminal,
so much.
Anything. So really there's something for everyone, and it's always really interesting. I've personally found I've been given a huge deal of responsibility from day one, which is really nice when working for a law firm. And finally, I really like helping the wider firm, so I'm quite involved in the Diversity and Inclusion Committee. They've given me a task to write an article in the magazine.
Very exciting.
I'm going to committee meetings. It's just great. So I would definitely say get involved in the wider firm, because you'll reap the benefits.
And I guess that's the same for like a small and a big company as well.
You can do it anywhere.
Either way, absolutely.
So what do you love the most?
Sounds really nerdy.
I
love Excel. And it's a lot of the time, like you're on Excel basically the whole day. I mean, there's a lot of reading involved as well, and lots of talking, which is another thing I love. But Excel is the main one for me. And I mean, we could always do a video on like the basics of Excel.
Yes.
That would be something
I'll be taking notes at the side.
There's so many cool things that you can do with Excel that I never knew. Like you can make your life so much easier by using it. So yeah, that's good. But I mean, the main thing for me is communication. To be honest, there's a lot within the firm, and then also with like clients as well. You're communicating a lot, and chatting to people, getting to know loads of people that you wouldn't usually speak to. Some like clients really high up in the firm as well. So
if you're still undecided, how can you find out more?
First things first, subscribe to us, because we have so much good content coming.
We do.
On like accounting, finance, on law, on careers generally, like so much to come.
We'll just go into more detail on every single thing we've spoken about already. So really, if you have more questions, we'll answer them.
And leave them in the comments if you've got questions. We'd love to know what you guys want to see, and also like to help you out in any way we can.
Absolutely.
Other ways?
I was going to say other ways.
Okay. Go on then.
So network.
Yes.
Go to your careers advisor, get work experience.
Yeah, definitely.
Anything
Reach out
else?
to people on LinkedIn.
Yes.
Ask them about, you know, like what you do day to day. So in the comment section below, we want to know, do you think accounting or law is for you? Which one?
If neither of them are, fair enough.
Yeah, and tell us why.
Tell us what you want to do.
Absolutely, yeah, we'd love to know, because then maybe we can get some of our friends in. Maybe
Yes, we could have guests come in.
Yeah, different careers. Like we've got a lot of friends in like investment banking and stuff like that, if you're interested in that. And also like marketing, that kind of thing. So
all sorts.
whatever you're interested in, you know, let us know. We'd love to provide some more information for you on it.
So thank you so much for listening and watching.
Yes.
And we'll be back soon. What's our next video? Do we know? Should we keep it a surprise?
Oh, it's a surprise for all of us.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.